All right, so Google just dropped something big, Gemma 4. It's a whole new family of 4 models, and they are packed with features. We're talking multimodality, advanced reasoning, function calling, the works. And while that's all really cool and definitely worth talking about, it's not even the most interesting part of this whole announcement.
See, while these models are a major technological leap forward, the most game-changing feature, well, it isn't a piece of code. It's not an algorithm. It's basically a piece of paper. It's the license.
Okay, let's break this down because it's a huge deal. For years, we've had these so-called open models, right? But they came with all these weird custom licenses full of restrictions and clauses that basically said, hey, play with this, but don't you dare compete with us. Gemma 4 is different. It ships under a true Apache 2.0 license. And what that means for you is for the first time with a major Google model, you can take it, you can modify it, you can fine-tune it, and you can build a business on it with absolutely zero strings attached. That is a massive shift in the landscape.
So now that we get just how important that license is, let's actually meet the models themselves. There are 4 new ones, and they're all built on the research from Google's flagship Gemini 3. They're split into 2 groups or tiers. You've got Workstation models and Edge models, and each one is designed for a very different job.
So let's look at what we've got. The Workstation tier, that's the heavy hitter group. You've got a big 31 billion parameter dense model, perfect for a local coding assistant. And then there's this really interesting 26 billion parameter mixture of experts model. Now that MOE technique is super clever. It means that even though the model is huge, it only uses about 4 billion active parameters at any given time. That makes it efficient enough to run on consumer GPUs. Then you've got the Edge tier. These are the little guys, the E4B and E2B, built to run right on your phone or even a Raspberry Pi.
And this brings us to the next big leap. In the old days, if you wanted a local AI that could do a bunch of different things, you kind of had to duct tape different models together. One for text, one for audio, one for vision. Gemma 4 throws that all out the window. All of these capabilities are integrated right at the architectural level. They're native, not bolted on.
Having this all built in from the start is a huge advantage. The vision system can just handle different images and video formats, no problem. The Edge models, they have audio processing baked right in for real-time speech recognition. The model can also do that complex, step-by-step reasoning across all these different inputs. And, maybe most importantly, it has reliable function calling, which lets it talk to the outside world. So you might be hearing this term, function calling, a lot. What is it really? Well, think of it like giving your AI hands. It's the model's ability to reach out and use other tools, to connect to APIs and pull in data. In the past, you kind of had to trick a model into doing this with clever prompts. With Gemma 4, this skill is baked in from the ground up, which makes it way more reliable for building complex AI agents that can actually get stuff done.
We've seen how Gemma 4 packs a ton of features into one model. But how did Google pull this off while keeping the models lean and efficient? Well, the secret sauce is in some really clever architectural choices.
Let's go back to that 26B workstation model for a second, the one with the mixture of experts architecture. Check out this number. 128. That's how many tiny, specialized experts are packed inside this thing. But here's the magic. For any single task, it only activates 8 of them. So what's the result? You get the brain power of a massive 26 billion parameter model, but it only costs as much to run as a tiny 4 billion parameter one. It's just incredibly efficient.
And you can see this focus on efficiency everywhere. Take a look at the audio encoder on the Edge models. It's more than 50% smaller than the previous version. That's a huge deal for on-device applications where every megabyte of storage and memory counts.
And it's the same story with the vision encoder. By switching to a new, smarter architecture, Google slashed its size from around 350 million parameters all the way down to just 150 million. The result is a model that's smaller and faster.
So, not only are these models more efficient, they can also handle way more information. The context window, which is kind of like the model's short-term memory, has gotten a massive upgrade. The Edge models jumped from 32,000 tokens to 128,000, and the Workstation models, they have a huge 256,000 token window. This means they can process really long documents or follow super complex conversations without losing track.
Okay, let's put all these pieces together. We've got a truly open license, which is huge. We have these all-in-one native capabilities, and this super smart, lean architecture. So, what's the bottom line? Why should you care? What does this actually mean for you?
Well, this combination really unlocks a whole new class of things you can build. Just think about it, a powerful AI assistant that runs completely on your phone, keeping all your data private.
Or a smarter coding copilot that lives right inside your editor. You could build voice-first AI that works perfectly offline. And because the base models are so good and the license is so open, you can fine-tune them for literally any specific need you can dream up.
And the best part? Getting started is super simple. You can go download the models right now from places like Hugging Face or Google Cloud. You can run the smaller ones on a regular consumer GPU, a T4 even works, or put them directly on an edge device. And just like that, you've got this incredibly powerful foundation to start building and fine-tuning your very own custom AI.
You know, this really isn't just another model release. It's the combination of everything we've talked about. Top-tier tech that's super efficient, that can see and hear, all wrapped up in a license that says, go for it. It's like Google is handing over a powerful toolkit to the entire community, with no strings attached. So it really leaves just one big question on the table. Now that this power is truly open, truly yours, what are you going to build?